Okay, so I'm going to be doing an audit on equity builders roofing client of ours today. And basically, I opened up all the tabs from the brand audit sheet, and we're going to be looking at what we need to do to get the better rankings. So first of all, the thing I like to check is how many calls are they actually getting. We have to remember that our clients, in the end of the day, want more business from this service, from our work, right? Its rankings are great, but in the end result they're looking for is actual phone calls. So I like to look here to see if they're getting the right terms. So they're getting seen for roofing contractors, weird term, roofers near me, two right terms. Their brand term is fifth one down. Usually we see this to be the number one if they have brand searches at all, but it's not a bad thing. They're getting roofing terms over their brand terms, which is fine. One thing to note is that they're not getting anything direct search, meaning like roofing, Bloomington, IN. No terms with their location is showing up. So as we're observing this, then we go down to see how many calls are they actually getting. So 14 calls that they got in the last 30 days. And now I like to compare this with how many calls were they getting before they started working with us. And that can be found in the client reporting tab. So we can also see kind of how it changed. Rubber roofing siding, their brand name was not showing up at all when they started working with us. Now it's showing up. So it's somewhat of a good thing. They were getting about 11 calls when we started with them. So an increase of 3 to 4 calls. They were getting about 37 visits from the website, and right now they are getting 58. So it is an increase. We are seeing an increase in volumes. It's something we can always point out and gives us some kind of ammo. Now once we get a gauge on this, and also I like to look at the quarter, 25 calls for the last 90 days when they started, and then between the last 90 days since they started with us. You can also check out 33 calls, 144 visits to the website, and this is 107. So yeah, overall their actions have increased. So that's the first thing I like to look at. Then we can literally just go through this tab, and I'm just checking what kind of things are installed and what's not. And I see that their analytics is not showing here, which is because they were to add us, and so I would go into that. Equity builders. Okay, and analytics. That took me to Search Console. Alright, so we don't have their Google Analytics for some reason. Oh no, we do. It's right here. Alright. Okay, and here I just like to look at, again, their traffic. So May 30th is very close. So what we like to do is do like the last 90 days or so. So traffic is somewhat the same. There's a little bit of a spike here, but you could say that, you know, they're getting about 110, and right now in the most recent they're getting about 83. So pretty much around the same traffic going to the website. All right. Once we looked at this calls and traffic and search console, I go through the rest of the technical analysis to see if, you know, if we did everything, like submit sitemap, submit Bing to webmaster tools. So once we come to this basics, you know, I just make sure the last thing in that is, you know, after if the technical analysis, everything's done, just make sure that the schema is done properly. Equity builders. I'd like to see how many same as do they have. For their main platforms, they're only seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we like to have like at least like 10, but more preferably like 15 to 20. Pretty much their main top ranking platform should be shown there. And then schema description, make sure that it is about them. All right. So once we have this part gone through and I can kind of just see everything looks okay, you know, on their website, HTTPS and everything like that, then we can get into the actual SEO parts. So the first thing is I want to see how their on page is. So I see their title has roofing, Bloomington, Indiana. That's good. It has the word roofing again with their brand name. That's good. It does have one of the term, roofing contractor, Bloomington, Indiana. Normally we'd like to have the main term also here, which is roofing, Bloomington, IN. So that's something that's missing. But overall, it's not as bad. At least we have their main terms here. And then their headers, one thing is weird here is that they have two headers and they are both, looks like there's no space between either of them, which is a little strange. Roofing, Bloomington, Indiana. What I would like to do is check that out and also see if we can add their brand name after the term, roofing, Bloomington, Indiana. Basically, just like their title, right? Without the A-rated BBB stuff. All right, guys, we're back. We were just about to get into the on-page optimization for equity builders. So what we want to do is we're looking at equity builders on page right here, and I see the changes. First thing, yes, we want to have this difference, and then we can have a dash and put the brand name to get the word roofing in there one more time. Okay, Bloomington roofing contractor, roofing, Bloomington, Indiana. Yeah, I think contractor is better. Is there a reason you chose reliable?
Just as an adjective, that's it.
That's it? Okay, so we'll just keep what they have since they want to be shown as affordable. And they don't have any kind of like, there's no strength in putting reliable, we'll put it. Affordable roofing contractor, Bloomington roofing contractor, okay, that's fine. Top quality roofing contractor, Bloomington IN. Delivering top quality. I think this one is fine. Not going too hard in putting roofing contractor too many times. Can be a little bit soft on that. You can leave that. All right, reliable roofing contractors, Bloomington, Indiana. Reliable roofers in Bloomington. This one is good. We need roofers in. Roofers in is a really good term, actually. It's not shown in keyword tools, but it shows highly always in like search console. So many people don't go for it. Because people go for what shows in the keyword tool.
Okay, in the research it doesn't show up.
Yeah, it doesn't show up for some reason.
Okay.
replace the highlighted text with the following. Okay, so you're putting the main keyword in here. Okay, that's good. So one thing to point out here, let's take out, if you have like whatever you take notes in, let's take some notes to add some things to our SOP for on page.
Okay.
So the first thing is, whenever we put that first term, like exact match term in the text, we will also do a link from the exact match term to the page that it's on. So like for the home page.
Okay.
It's basically linking to itself.
Yeah.
Okay. Rest of it is roofing Connor Bloomington for hire. Yeah, so for this, you know, you want to take a note both places. I'll just put a thing here. Also link. Wait, what's going on? And then the note you want to put is that in the SOP we want to include this for all clients.
Okay.
Okay. Roofing Bloomington, Indiana. So we'll leave this one with their one because of the English. It's fine.
Okay.
At least they're getting a keyword in as well. So that's fine. Replace the highlighted text with the following: roofing contractor Bloomington IN. Roofing contractors Bloomington IN. We can leave it. It's pretty close. I mean, normally we should put it. Let me just clarify. The reason we're not, because they already did SEO for their homepage, and these guys specifically don't like to change too much. So I'm like taking that into account.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, even actually when I was doing this, I already noticed that. But as we had to put our secondary keyword into the text, so that's why we had to put it somewhere.
Yeah, normally what you did is correct. Is I wouldn't, it would be, we would implement everything, but these guys already did it. So replace the highlighted text with the following: roofers in Bloomington. Yeah, that's definitely we gotta put. It's a very easy term to rank for. All right, cool. So this way we got to a point where we have the home page, on page sorted out, and
yes,
the two things to add to the SOP. And you can just send me this notes you make afterwards as well, because it's something very important we need to add. One is the title, meta title.
Okay.
What we want to do is pretty much leave it the same as H1. Make it very simple for us. Generally, whatever we choose the H1 to be, it's for a good reason, and we can have that as the meta title.
Okay.
All right. And the second thing is for the description, we want to just summarize, about the company, but we want to have the main keyword at the start of the description, and then the second main keyword somewhere in the description as well.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll just make some extra notes here just in case. Title. I don't want to type too much. And then.
Yeah, I'm actually noting it down.
What happened?
I'm actually noting it down.
You're noting it down, right? Okay, so let me not hurt my hands. Okay, cool. So the next thing we're going to be looking at for the on page is going to be the inner linking. And for that, if we just go and do site colon, and this is a way to see like the best ranking pages for their website, or you can say the most powerful pages on the site, right? I like to look at that to see like, which pages are the most powerful. Roofing page is here, so it's definitely like one of the best ones.
Okay. Yeah.
Privacy, we don't link out from that. Contact us, we don't. About us, we don't link out from that. Okay, roof inspection. Since I'm going to be linking to the home page, I want the word roofing in the URL and the title. This place, it has both.
Yes.
right? This case it has both as well. So those are three pages that's going to link with the main keyword. Anything after this is going to be the secondary and the third keyword.
Okay.
Right, so it has roofing here, commercial roofing here, so I'll put it. Oops. Second page. So that one will do like the secondary keyword, and for the third term, we're going to do residential.
Okay.
All right, and that should be good enough for our interlinking. And now I'm just making sure everything's fine. So as you can see, there's something wrong with this page.
Yeah, the headings are missed.
Yeah, titles, descriptions are missing. Yeah, H1 is not there, so we want to fix up this page. Do we have any kind of SOP, simple SOP for fixing up these kind of service pages?
I don't think so. I mean, like I'm not aware of that. Maybe it is there. I mean, what is this actually? Like this, like dark script.
Where?
Oh, I mean, this the content on the page.
Yeah, it's like a messed up page basically. So for something like this, we would probably order content and get it like rewritten.
Yeah. Actually, we have to get the content also because this doesn't look like a good content.
Yeah, that's one. Roof inspection. So take a quick note. We'll make an SOP for it, but you can just take some quick notes for fixing service page content and content that is on the menu. Right? So like this is going to apply to anything that's like on the menu like this. All of these basically.
I think this thing.
And notes we can take is, so put H1, H2, alt text with an image, meta title, meta description, one outbound link, and that's it, I believe. It's just the main core things to get it down in these pages, and then obviously in this case we also need content. So once we get those things down, we want to link out from these pages. If it's already linking, you see this one's already linking to the home page, I believe. Let's see, let's check.
Shibda, I think this page is not the right page actually.
Which page?
Just go back to the previous one, which said roofing, right? Just on the menu next to the home there is roofing, right? Go to that. Yeah, no, on the just click on next to home. Yeah. This is the one which is optimized as well, I guess. See, the URL also says Indiana Roofing Contractor, but it's not ranking there. So that the page which is ranking there right now might be a page which they didn't want it to rank.
Right. Now here's the problem.
That's the reason. Yeah, that's the reason they have not even designed it or even put a proper content on that.
Yeah. So it says roofing archives.
Yes.
What we want to do then, since that is the correct page, you want to redirect this page to that page, right? Because even though it's like not the right page, it's outranking the right page, so it is more powerful.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Right. And another way to check that is, if you just type in like one of the main terms.
Okay.
this is going to show all the pages that are like ranking properly. So yeah, I think this is the one, right? Indiana roofing. Okay, all right. Yeah, so this is the proper one. So it was ranked a bit better. Normally, actually, when I search it, I do search with the main term when I'm talking about linking out. So I don't know, so you can just do that for now, and don't have to search by the brand name. But yeah, everything else looks like it's pretty much fine.
Here that particular page is not coming up. When we're searching like this, there it is.
This one right here, right? Roofing archives. Okay, we'll redirect this one to their thing. All right, so okay, so we're back. I have to close my windows. So once, oh my God. All right, so once we check everything on the website itself and on page and all that is done, we're going to do some basic checks on the GMB. Starts off with posts, and we want to see if we're doing at least 2 to 3 posts a week. So 4 hours ago, something was posted, 3 days ago, and the May 28th. Looks pretty good. All right. We already looked at insights earlier in the video. Want to just take a quick look at the velocity of reviews we're getting. 5 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago, 6 days ago. 5 weeks ago, they got 2. 7 weeks ago, they got 1. So they're getting about a couple a month, so not much. This is just an observing thing we're doing, not really have to add much. Then we go in the photos, and we want to make sure, first of all, that each section at the top has at least 5 photos, if not 10. One video, okay. Interior, exterior has most, but interior has none. Team, that's good, and identity, which will only have 2 logo. So interior is missing. This is where we want to make sure that a lot of times we can just go in overview and see anything that's like interior-ish. You can just mark them as interior. What the hell am I doing? All right, it should come here. Yeah, sometimes it takes a while to show up, but we can just go through and basically pick a couple that looks like it's inside the house.
Yeah, on this one.
And put it in the inside. So, alright, that's that. And then the other thing we want to check is the website. Do we have an SOP for this? How to check the GMB website?
No.
Okay.
No, I think I have to go check the service folder or else folder.
Okay, so what I like to do is check that, okay, appointment links, and then the button should always be learn more. Actually, let's leave it for them. Normally it's always supposed to be learn more, but these guys are particularly asked. But normally if we see anything else, we want to make it learn more. Okay, appointment links. Text. Headline should have the main keyword, exact. So this doesn't work. So Equity Builders Roofing, we can't have the dash then. At least this way we'll have the main keyword, Roofing Bloomington IN, with nothing blocking it. Description should have the second main keyword, roofing contract in Bloomington is fine, but we just want to have the term with the contractor in there. Summary is it doesn't really matter what's in there. Content here, body, we want a full page of content, not just like this. So somebody didn't finish the optimization for the GMB website. And let me see where it's linking out. service the
Yeah,
creator.
just
I just removed it. So, but basically what we want to do is link out to the home page. Right, we'll have an SOP for this that's more thorough. We'll check that. Yeah, we can just visit the GMB site and kind of see what it looks like. Make sure everything looks decent. Yeah, there's very little content. Their map is showing. Okay, cool. So, all right, let's pause it here.